I have over 25 years of experience in IT and over almost 40 something certifications in different fields. And I've been doing IT training specifically for more than 17 years in different places, from colleges, community colleges, as well as institutions. The largest IT institution is New Horizons that does training, so I've worked there. And now we have this program for the last about 8 years or so. And so I have a lot of experience. I really enjoy doing this. One of the things that I noticed is whenever I do the presentations, there's a few questions that people always ask. When I talk about the program, Salesforce, and everything else, there's three questions people always ask, and it's very important. So what we did is I want to start by answering those questions, and then we'll move in to the presentation. Those questions, the first one is I always have people that say, I am different. I'm not like everybody else. Why are you different? They say, because I don't have a background in IT. You know, I never took a computer class before. I never worked in IT. The other one is my English is not very good. I have a heavy accent. You know, my accent is not like anybody else. Some people might talk about the way they dress or the way they do this and so on. One thing that I want to clarify is IT is the only field that pays very good money, and you're not required to have degrees or certifications. The best people, the best people in IT don't have college degrees. So Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, doesn't have a college degree. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, didn't have a college degree. So all of them right now, and Bill Gates of Microsoft, so all of them right now in those companies, like Elon Musk, the richest man in the world from Tesla and SpaceX and whatever, he has basically a statement that says, apply and I'll hire you in Tesla and SpaceX, even if you don't have a college degree, as long as you know IT, as long as you can help me with the work that I need. So in IT, it doesn't matter. The thing about my accent, I don't speak English very good. 70 or 80% of people that work IT in the US are from India and China. So if you don't have an accent, there's something wrong with you. Almost everybody in IT has an accent, so that's the norm. So those are not issues whatsoever. If you don't have a college degree, if you have an accent or whatever, absolutely not. 80% of the people that take the class with us don't have a background in IT. Over 50% don't have a college degree. So they're high school graduate in some cases, and they don't have a college degree, and maybe it's their first job in the US or first professional job in the US. So this is something that's very normal. If you feel that you're the exception, no, you're actually the norm, you're the majority. So welcome. But in our company, which is Kinsey Tech, basically we have different kind of trainings in IT. If you know IT, some of those make sense. If you don't worry about it. But we do things like programming, Java, .NET. We do server administration like Linux, Unix, and different things, security, project management, help with job placement and job searches and stuff like that. So we've done, we're training in the whole concept of IT. We have 4 different kind of IT trainings, but I'm going to focus on 2 of them. The first one is online anytime. So we have courses online. You can go in, you can buy the course, and you start anytime. So you can, let's say you want to buy the Salesforce or Oracle or SQL, whatever. You get the program, you sign up, and you're in, and you start working on it immediately. You can go 24 hours a day and follow your course. And when you're done, you've completed the course. So this is one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is what we call online live with instructor. Online live with instructor is what we're talking about today. So we have a class that's supposed to start on Thursday. Usually you have 2 sessions a week. You have the whole course online, but also you have a trainer, myself, going through the curriculum with you, going through the subject, the teaching, the labs. I explain something, then you share your screen, and it's interactive. So you have an instructor, and it's an interactive course. We call that online live with instructor. So that's what we're working on right now. Some of the questions that people will ask about why this program? Why should I get into Salesforce? Some of us never heard about Salesforce. That's perfect. If you never heard about Salesforce, you're in the right place. So why should I be a Salesforce administrator? The first thing that we do is we tell you that there's excellent pay in it. If you heard about this class, you probably have a friend or someone most likely that took the class, doesn't have a background in IT, and got a job making very good money, maybe 80, 90, $100,000, sometimes even more. Well, alhamdulillah, we've been very successful and lucky with that. But one thing that I always tell you to do is don't trust me. Don't trust your friends. This is your future. So take a minute and go to a website like LinkedIn or dice.com or monster.com or indeed.com. Go to your state. Maybe you're in Texas, maybe you're in Virginia, maybe you're in New York. Search Salesforce administration. search for Salesforce administrator, and see how many jobs they are, how many of them are remote, how much money they pay, and hopefully you'll find the same thing. Is what we're saying is that there's a lot of jobs. Most of them, if you have some experience, pay 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year. A lot of them, because of COVID, are remote. Maybe in the future they might not be, but a lot of them are remote today. So excellent pay. The second thing about Salesforce is it's easy to learn. Over the years, the last 8-9 years, as we're trying to, perfect this project or this training, we did different things. We did Java, we did .NET, and we found every time we're trying to find the easiest thing that makes the most money. So today, when we speak, Salesforce is one of the easiest things you can learn where you can make so much money. Easy to access. We're going to talk about this more, but basically when you sign up for the class, we give you access to Salesforce. It's the same Salesforce the biggest companies use, the same Salesforce Bank of America uses, the best, same Salesforce all of the larger companies use. Okay. Next, over the 17 years that I've been doing IT training, I always ask myself, and I'm trying to find out and talk to people and say, okay, or people might ask, IT is very easy. It pays very good money, but why don't a lot of people get those jobs? A lot of the people that I know, they come from overseas. Even though they have college degrees in some countries, they work Uber, they work in a factory, they work in a cab. So if it's so easy and it pays so much money, why isn't there a lot of people in IT? I'm always asking myself that question for the last 17 years. So I find out there's 6 reasons. What are those 6 reasons? Reason number 1 is understanding the technology. So I don't have a background in IT, and I hear somebody says, hey, you should know about Cisco routers. You should know about Linux. I have no idea what Linux is. Is it something I go to Best Buy and I buy it? Do I have it in my computer? Do I download it? I don't know what a Linux Cisco router is. This something that's in my computer? Do I buy? Do I download? So the first thing is understanding the technology. A lot of us don't understand some of those things. I don't know what Salesforce is. Number 2 is time of day. A lot of you have families, a lot of you are married, a lot of you have kids, you already have a day job. In the evenings, you work Grubhub or Uber. In the weekends, you have family obligations. So we don't have time to go to a college campus 3, 4, 5 times, a week and homework. And so time is a big issue for a lot of us. Number 3 is difficulty of study. The worst teachers in the world are IT teachers. I know I'm an IT teacher, but I'm saying the worst teachers in the world are IT. Why? Because we teach theory. If you take a computer class, or someone that took a computer class in college or high school or whatever, tell you, I hated it. It was very hard because we like to teach the theory, if statement, dynamic arrays, and it just confuses you, all that theory, and they say mumbo jumbo. Number 4 is cost. Cost is very expensive. I can go to college 3, 4, 5 years and get stuck with such a lot of debt that I have to pay. Or if I take a course, like if you go to New Horizons and you want to take 1 week certification class, just 1 week is $3,000 or $4,000. If you want the full certification, which is 4 courses or 5 courses, so in 4 weeks, 1 month, you're spending $16,000, $17,000, $18,000, which is, I want to make money. I don't have money to waste. I really want to make money, not spend money. So cost is very, very expensive. Number 5 is job experience. Job experience is like credit cards. A lot of people that come to the US, usually the first question we ask is, hey, I want to get a credit card. How do I get a credit card? They say you need to have credit history. So how do I get credit history? You need to have a credit card. So how do I get a credit card? You need credit history. So this is one of the biggest problems. A lot of people, they went to college, they did very good, even in the US, computer science, MIS, engineering, and they apply for a job and they say, we need experience. So how do I get experience? You need a job. How do you get a job? You need experience. So I don't know how to get a job because I don't have experience or US experience. Number 6 is job preparation. So job preparation is, there's people even that went to college in the US that are very smart, made the dean's list, so top of their class. And 1 year, 2 years, they're applying for jobs. I know some people, even biomedical engineers, for 2 years, they're applying for jobs and they still don't have a job. And the problem is job preparation. They don't have the right resume. They don't have the right LinkedIn profile. They don't know how to connect with recruiters. They don't know the interview questions and how to answer the interview questions correctly the way the interviewer expects you to answer it. So what did we do? We find a solution for those 6 steps. How can we make it very easy for you to overcome those 6 challenges? Number 1, understanding the technology. So we chose Salesforce. Salesforce is the easiest technology to learn. That's why a lot of our graduates that graduated and making very good money, mashallah, it was very easy for them to get in. It was just an easy technology, easy platform, and it's a web solution. It's what we call a SaaS. Basically, it's a platform. It's How do you log in? You don't download anything. Just like you go to gmail.com, you're online and you can check your Gmail. You go to salesforce.com and you're online and you could do all of your Salesforce work. So it's 100% online platform. It's easy to access. It's easy to work with it. You could be on your iPad. You could be on your laptop, your computer. When we taught other classes, like SQL or Oracle, people say, my laptop is old. I need to download this. I don't have enough space. I need to buy a new laptop. Here, we don't care. You have a web browser, wherever it is, welcome. You're in class with us because it's easy to access. It's just the website, salesforce.com. You log in and you're in. Number two is time of day. Time of day, we made it very convenient. It's just 2 days a week, usually Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern Time if you're on the East Coast. And it's an hour and a half or 2 hours. So it's just 2 days a week. It's very easy. And it's interactive. So we're talking together, we're asking questions, I'm explaining things, asking you questions, you're asking me questions, and we're answering together. Number three, difficulty of study. And I love to give the example of WhatsApp. If you want to learn WhatsApp, how to use the app on your phone, WhatsApp, there's a book that's 300 pages. It teaches you how to use WhatsApp. But nobody read the book. Why? Because there's a lot of theory in the book. If you read the book 2 years later, you still don't know how to use WhatsApp. But everybody knows how to use WhatsApp. Why? Because we downloaded, it's hands-on. We downloaded it and we started to play with it. I created a group, I added people, I reply, I forward a message. Now I'm an expert in WhatsApp. All of us are experts and we never read the book. So that's the same thing with Salesforce. We have a book, but we never read the book. We're hands-on. I come in today, we're going to talk about reports, how to create a report in Salesforce. So I created one time, I created a second time, then I say, okay, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, share your screen, create a report one time, create it 2 times. The third time, all of you know how to create a report. Then we move to the next thing and the next thing. So no theory, we keep it very simple, we keep it hands-on, we keep it very, very practical. Number 4 is cost. Like I said, IT courses could be very expensive. We try to make it very economical and also on a monthly plan. So it's about 3 months of payment. So it makes it very simple that all of us can afford it very easily. Number 5 is job experience. When you apply for a job, even if you're a college graduate, if you don't have experience or the US experience, it's almost impossible to get a job. So from the day you sign up with us, so you start with us on Thursday, immediately you have experience in our company. If you start with us today, so immediately you have experience in our company. So that way, when you finish, you talk about the project you work on and you have experience in a company, and it makes it much easier for you to get a job. And then number 6 is job preparation. It's how we prepare for the job. So we're going to help you with your resume. We're going to help you with your LinkedIn profile. We're going to help you with all the interview questions. There's 40 or 50 interview questions that people always ask in interviews. We're going to rehearse it with you. We're going to memorize it with you one by one until we become experts in those questions. All right. So now what happens in the course, or how long is the course? The course is 3 months. Month number 1 is the technical. So Salesforce administrator needs to know like 7 or 8 things. So they need to know how to know the different clouds. They need to know the different apps. They need automation, import, validation, security. There's 7 or 8 things we need to know. So in the first month, we explain the 8 things. We show you how to do it. You use it. We use it. You have homework assignments. By the end of the month, you know everything technical you need to know about Salesforce. You become a professional Salesforce administrator. You know everything that they're supposed to do. So the first month is a technical month. We start September 1st. By the end of September, you know what the administrator does. Now, what makes us better than everybody else is the second month, is what's called the internship. So the internship, we put you in a project with a company. So you actually come in working for a company, just like they do in the big companies. You meet the stakeholders, which is the business owners, the business people. You ask them questions. They ask you questions. How do you do this? Why do you do this? You gather the requirements. You do what's called the BRD. Then we do a project plan. Then we start developing for them. Then we test the product. Then we put it into production in 30 days in the month. So this month is actual experience in a company. You see exactly what people do in the company. So that's the internship part. So the first month, you learn all the technical. The second month, you do the internship, you work and do it in a project. You do it in a practical place. So when you go to the interview and they ask you, have you ever done this? You don't just say, I know how to do it. You say, this is what I did in my project. This is what I did working for this company. So that's the biggest boost that we have. Month number 3 is where we have the job preparation. So the third month, so September 1st, you learn the technical. October 1st, you learn, you work for the project. And then November 1st, we're going to start job preparation. We're going to show you, we're going to build the resume together. We're going to build your LinkedIn profile together. We're going to go over the interview questions, what to expect in the interview number one, interview number two, interview number three, all the different things. So by the time we finish November, you're an expert in the interviews. A lot of people are very nervous when they go to interviews. By the end of November, you'll be so happy to go to an interview. You'll be laughing, you'll be interacting, and that's exactly what we want to succeed in the interviews. Like now is the class material. So when I sign up, the day I sign up, there's a number of things. We have a website called Kinsey Tech. And basically in Kinsey Tech, you're going to have access to the course. You're going to have videos. You're going to have assignments, your homework. Everything is online, graded online. Let's say we have 10 chapters. So if you want to go with us, every week we take 2 chapters. If you have some free time, you think you're smarter than all of us, you have some free time, you can go to chapter 3, chapter 4, so you can finish ahead of anybody else. If you want to continue with us, you do the assignments on schedule. But from day one, you have access to Kinsey Tech, which is all the curriculum, all the videos, all the learning material. Number 2 is a Google Drive. We have a Google Drive. In the Google Drive, at the end of every session, so we record every session. At the end of every session, we put the recording online. So let's say today I came a little bit late, or let's say I had to leave, or let's say I had a special occasion. Then what do? The class is over. 15 minutes after the class, you log into the Google Drive and you'll find the video so you can watch it. So we have a Google Drive where we save everything. Number 3, we have a Slack group. A lot of companies use what's called Slack or Microsoft Teams. Same thing, but just different companies that make it. So Slack is how we communicate inside the class, because we want to get, so we have WhatsApp group. Please, if you're not part of the WhatsApp group, please put your telephone number on the chat in the Zoom right now so I can add you to it. You don't have to put it to everyone. You can send it to me privately, whatever is easier for you. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, so we can add you to the WhatsApp group. But anyway, Slack is more the professional. We want you to be ready for the workplace. So that's why for the course, we don't use the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp is just general. But for project specific stuff, we use Slack so that when you work, inshallah, you're acquainted with what companies use for that communication. We also have a YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is, it has all the information, a lot of videos, some in Salesforce, some in other products. So you have something called Tableau, Power BI, SQL Server and stuff. Now, there's one thing I usually say, to be very honest with you. I hate saying it. I want everybody to sign up. We have 15 people, mashallah, or 14 people. I want all of you to sign up. But I have to be a disclaimer. I put a disclaimer out. I want to be very honest with you guys. So I say this. I hate to say it, but it's because I really want to be honest with you guys. It is. We need people who are going to attend at least 80% of the time. So Salesforce is very easy. The way we teach the class makes it very, very easy. You don't have to have a background in IT. Your accent doesn't matter. You come. As long as you're interacting with us, you will succeed. But the problem is we go very fast. So today we talk chapter 1 and 2. Everybody knows it. Everybody's happy. They ask their questions. Tomorrow we're going to go chapter 3 and 4. So if you skip 80%, if you skip 2 sessions in a row, if you skip 1 week, it's impossible to catch up. Yes, we have a Google Drive. Yes, you can go and watch it, but then you're not asking questions. You're not interacting. So the magic of this class is interaction. Is I don't just do stuff by myself like a teacher. I ask you questions and interact with you and I quiz you and share my screen and you share your screen. So if you're going to sign up, I really need you to be available at least 80% of the time. So 1 month, 2 sessions a week. We have extra sessions in the weekend sometimes to help people out. But if we have 2 sessions a week, what happens is we want you 8 sessions. We want you to be there at least 6 of them, if not all 8 of them. So if you feel you're going to travel and you're not going to be there for 1 week, or you have a family emergency, or hey, at the end of September, I might not be able to join, then let's reschedule. Let's sign up at a different time. Even though I want you to sign up, okay? But I want you to succeed. And the key to success is attending all the sessions, or at least 80% of the sessions. Okay, like the most important question at this point, if you're interested, is the schedule and the pay and stuff. So the first class starts on September 1st. This is the technical month. The second one is October 1st. That's the second month. The third one is November 1st. And our days are Tuesday and Thursday. Eastern time, it's 7 p.m. to 8:30. So if you're in New York or Florida, it's 7 p.m. to 8:30, 2 days a week for an hour and a half, or up to 2 hours sometimes. We have review in the weekend, but the 2 structured ones are 2 days a week, which if you're in Texas or Iowa or the Midwest, it's 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Central time. The cost is, the regular cost is $750. It's a total of $2,000. We break it into 3 months. So for the first month, it's $750. We pay it on the first day of class. For the second month, it's $750. We paid at the first day of class. And then for the third one, it's $500. We paid on the first day of that month. Now, just to clarify, so the first class is on Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. In the first hour of class, we're going to do 2 things. Number one, you don't pay anything. There's no obligation. So the first class is free because a lot of people never saw Salesforce. So I'm telling you, it's easy. Your friends tell you it's easy, but I want you to come yourself. I want you to come on Thursday. Even if you're not going to take the class or you're going to take the class, come sit with us. Come see what Salesforce is. I'm going to log into Salesforce. I'm going to use Salesforce. I'm going to introduce Salesforce. I want you to see it yourself. So the first class on Thursday, there's no obligation. The first hour, hour and a half, I'm going to explain Salesforce. I'm going to go step by step through it, ask you questions. So please come in, and there is no obligation whatsoever. At the end of the class, at the end, after the hour and a half or 2 hours, if you're interested to sign up, then you can go in and sign up after that. But the first session on Thursday is absolutely free, no obligation. The second thing about the cost is if you have a family member, the family member usually gets 50%. So if you have, some people might have a cousin, they might have a brother, a sister, a husband, a father, a son, whatever the relationship is. If you have a family member, you get 50% off. And please don't ask me on it. We're not going to make you swear on the Quran that, okay, this guy's my cousin or not my cousin or my brother. So as long as, it's a family member, you don't have to get into details. You get 50% off for that person. So if you want to do that. One other thing that we want to do is, alhamdulillah, we're getting lucky and the number of students is increasing. And one of the main things about this class is we really want to help our community. Alhamdulillah, over the last few years, we have over 100 people that have, that in just a couple of years that have got into Salesforce jobs, making more than $70,000, $80,000. And we're very proud of each and every one of those people, and also SQL databases and other jobs. And we want more people to come. So the more people we're getting that are coming in into the class, we're trying to lower the prices. So on Thursday, we're going to do a couple of things. Number one, if we see more than 15, 20 people sign up, we're also going to bring down the prices a little bit lower. So on Thursday, we'll see how many people actually register, and we'll negotiate the price and make it a little bit lower for everyone. That's number one. Number two is we vote on the class time. So the class is 7 o'clock Eastern Time to 8:30. But let's say most of the people, we have 20 people sign up, and the 20 people say, can we make it an hour earlier? Okay, we'll make it an hour earlier if the majority wants it an hour earlier. Some people say, you know what, can we make it half an hour later? Okay, some people say, can we make it Monday and Wednesday? So if the majority of the people agree to a different time, slightly different, it's perfect. I think some people said we want something in the weekend, maybe. So we've got 5 to 10 people that want another class in the weekend. We can do that. So the time is tentative. On Thursday, we'll see how many people sign up. If we have more than 15, 20 people and the majority wants to move it a little bit earlier, a little bit later, maybe Monday and Thursday, maybe Monday and Wednesday, maybe Tuesday and whatever. As long as the majority agrees, we'll go with the majority, inshallah. Okay. Yeah, in a nutshell, this summarizes what I was going to say. And whether you sign up or you don't sign up, in our website, which is kinseytech.com/events, you're going to find that we always have free events. So I think on Thursday, we're going to talk about different things like SQL, and which is like SQL and other things. And every week we have different IT programs. So anytime that you want to join us and learn something absolutely free, please join and ask it. So at this point, I'm just going to open it up for questions and answers. I really appreciate your attendance, and we're here to answer all of your questions. Please go ahead.